Hello, it's Dana here, and I'm here with my hiccups and with Rory the tiger. Here to update everybody on what's been going on. I haven't had a chance to really sit down and sort everything out because things have been kind of tough, just as far as how to best be public with something that is so private as decisions on my health. I'm currently trying to be respectful, learning kind of what is okay to talk about publicly and then what's okay to talk about privately. And also what I'm ready to talk about, both publicly and privately. Sometimes I'm not ready to talk. As you know, I'm a little nervous about going into surgery. I am exploring some alternative treatment options, which has factored into some of my nerves about surgery, one of which is diet, another of which is plant pharmacology. I have not had a language seizure in 9 days. I do have the occasional mix-em-ups and weird talkums, but if you know me well, that's common, and most of you can't understand what I'm saying anyway. So what's new? I'm going to talk about kind of my experience this week. It's been a lot of phone calls. It's been like calling AT&T or calling Comcast, but instead you're calling about your brain. You get passed around a lot. I've been calling my healthcare service, a couple different doctors, my doctors and nurses at MD Anderson who are very busy. I've been calling records departments. I've been calling behavioral health services. I've been calling my own HR department. I've been calling pizza places. Just throw that in there. Basically, you're going to have to do a lot of calls to do one thing. And you'll have to be very persistent. Track every single number that you call. Ask who you're being connected to when you get reconnected. It's important that you remember these people. It's important you remember the numbers. You'll be told stuff like, so-and-so is not here this week. She'll talk so-so. So remember both names. So-and-so and then so-and-so too. They might not remember you because they've never met you. That stinks. It took me several days to get this report. This is my MRI from Houston. My little write-up. From MD Anderson. At a large center like this, it might take you 7 business days, and that is not including business days that are when the person is out of the office. So 7 business days plus any days that they're out. It's like when you have to go to court and the cop isn't there, and then they say, oh, the cop's not here, you gotta come back. And you kind of get like 1 free day. It's kind of like that. I did meet with a friend who's a nurse this week, and she did bring up a really excellent point for those of you that have doctors that you might not gel with. Just because a doctor has a poor bedside manner, it doesn't mean that he or she is bad at his or her job. It just means that he or she is so consumed with fixing you, like Jack in Lost. I'm gonna fix you. I'm gonna fix you, Kate. I'm gonna fix you, Sawyer. I'm gonna fix you, Locke. I'm gonna fix you, Walt. Walt. Let's talk about home base. Not about grand slams, even though those are delicious if you get an Arden's Garden in Atlanta. What's up, name check? Establish a home base. And I did that this week, reestablishing with my hometown neurologist. He's super cool. And he and my nurse there helped me get this faxed to me. This finally got faxed to me through doctors who are cool here. It took me 24 hours to get my write-up for my MRI in Atlanta. The one that I had done here took 24 hours. From the one at MD Anderson, I was not allowed to see it for close to a week and a half. Just very busy. Very busy, can say that. What does all this mean according to my ATL neurodudo? He gave me 3 to 6 months looking at my records and all that. Basically 3 to 6 months before I even needed to have another MRI. He's more of the, hey, let's watch it camp. MD Anderson really wants to do surgery. They just want to get it out. That's their deal. We want to see what it is. We want to get it out. It's catch-22. It's a complicated biopsy. I have to do a craniotomy in order to have it biopsied. And they'll just get it out once they biopsy it. But I don't even know if I want that because that's super complicated as it sounds. Just checking things out, doing my crazy witch doctor potions. My family really wants me to do surgery, and that's cool. I'm going to try to respect their opinion. I've kind of had to negotiate what I want, which is waiting and doing an MRI and making a call, and what they want, which is surgery. So what I want, another MRI in 3 to 6 months, and what they want, surgery immediately. I've tried to negotiate with an MRI in 6 weeks. If this thing has grown, I'm doing surgery. If it has not grown or shrunk, I'm not doing surgery. If it's no size, if it's like really just a really close, no difference in size, I'll have to make a call there. I'll have to cross that rainbow bridge when it comes to it. Boosh, Dragon Warrior. What did we learn from this MRI? It is a lesion involving the inferior frontal lobe parasagittally on the right and extending across the left and extending back to reach the anterior commissure. It might be a low-grade glioma, though one cannot exclude a ganglioglioma or unusual hemaratoma. How else can you reestablish a home base? You can make your home a meeting place for friends. If you like cleaning. If you don't like cleaning, don't do that. You can make it a meeting place for you and your partner and your TV. Or multiple partners. I'm not going to judge. You might have Rory in the mix. I might judge you there a little bit. You could also just find a place that you like to go that's close to your house if you don't like to have people over. For years, I used to go to, there was a theater in town I used to improvise at. And that used to be the place where I would go and see people. And it was like having a home. There is a bar I like going to. There are restaurants I like going to where I basically say, I'm having a little meetup, come and see me. That's worked really well. I've gotten to see a lot of people at once. And also some of the people that might be a little scared just to call you and come over. We'll come out to those. And that's been really nice. Thanks, guys. I've gotten to see a lot of people by going into work and cosplaying as a normal person. Also, I've been driving a little bit. I've also seen a couple people individually or stopped by and seen them and been able to hang out, or they tracked me down or I tracked them down. I love you guys. Okay, me and my fridge t-shirt. Gotta do some flexing. Totally looked like Krispy Kreme there. Okay, time for a good night.